Here's my story. Actually, I was introduced to MOXXOR from Brian Reale. He's in the back there. And he said, Marci, there's this amazing omega-3 antioxidant that just came out. And he knew that I had a little boy with seizure disorders, and I also have a little boy with autism. And so I was really interested in finding a strong omega-3 for brain inflammation. And also a strong omega-3 allows the connections to work better in the brain, and it allows medication to absorb better. So I was looking for something, but I wasn't sure. So when I saw MOXXOR, I actually ran to Tim Healy's office, and I said, Tim, I think I found this really cool product. Will you research it and tell me what you think? Because I totally trust whatever Tim says. And so Tim did all his research, and he called me. He's like, Marci, this is a great product. It's 158 times stronger than fish oil. It's really, really potent, and it will help with brain inflammation, and it will let that Depakote absorb better. And I think it will be really good for Shane, and so give it to him. And so I did, and let's see, the company opened September 20th. I started Shane on that right at that point, and Tim told me to do 4 a day because of Shane's condition. And so the good news is and his seizures are called myoclonic seizures. It's lots of shakes all the time. And if we didn't stop the seizures, he was going to have brain surgery, and we were all really nervous about that. And so November 7th, we had a new scan at the test, and he was completely free. And it was really a miracle. So from a mom's perspective, like, MOXXOR has been a beautiful product for my children, and I thank John and Noel for bringing a product that is really helping my children. And my other little boy that has autism, you know, he's had lots of therapy for many, many years, and it's done amazing things, but he still has a lot of problems with focus. And what I notice is the omega-3 has really helped his focus. It helps those connections work better because it's like a fortress around the cells. So I don't know if any of you know special needs children, but omega-3s are really, really good for kids. And the pill is so small that it's easy to take. Like, I was having such a hard time getting my kids compliant. Like, I knew they needed omega-3, but they wouldn't pour the fish oil down their throat, the big Costco pills, no way. So I don't know how many of you guys are taking MOXXOR, but they're little and they're great. And then from that perspective, then I knew I loved the product. And because I did have a business background, and it's been 10 years, and I was ready to start a business again, I was very intrigued with the business model. And I made these packets for all of you to kind of teach you what I do for the business. So where were we? So I'm going to take you through this packet and tell you how I use it. And I'm going to start with the brochure, because the brochure is my favorite part. So pull your packet apart. And here's the brochure. You can I get 100 of these at a time for $20. I love these brochures. On the back, I label them with my information. So if people have questions, they can call me. I represent many doctors' offices. And so doctors basically tell their patients, I think this is a great product. Call Marci. She'll get that ordered for you. So I replicate doctors' offices as well using this. It works really, really great. I have little display pieces that I just give like 20 brochures to a doctor's office. Boom, we're ready to replicate. Okay? What I love about the brochure is the inside. Okay, it's all about the muscle. You see the muscle, and when you look at the muscle, it says it stops inflammation at 79% versus fish oil at 0.5%. And that's really true. Like, taking 2 MOXXOR a day is like taking 158 fish capsules. I mean, it's really amazing. And the reason is, and I learned this from Jeremy last week. I don't know how many of you were in the science conversation last week, but basically what I found is that the salmon oil is in a reverse ratio from fish oil. And what that means is that there are so many more long-chain fatty acids than there are the simple fatty acids. And guess what? That's why we're 158 times more powerful than fish oil. It's all about that we have all 8 omegas, and it's a reverse ratio than salmon oil. And I find that fascinating. The other thing I found out about the omegas is that many omegas that come from fish oil, they do something called esterification. That means they heat up their lipids with alcohol and salt, and they harvest off the top, and it doesn't falsely, it raises the EPA and DHA levels. So everyone thinks, oh, I have this high EPA DHA. But what you don't know is it ruins the phospholipids, which are the most important lipids for the blood, and it actually puts triglycerides back in our arteries, which is the stuff that coats our arteries. So esterification is like a bad thing, and I believe it is not allowed in Europe anymore, but it is still allowed in the US. So if you see heavy EPA DHA omegas, I would ask about esterification. And esterification also is a heat process, so it denatures the lipids. The Greenlip mussel is a total cold press process, and that makes the omegas completely bioavailable, and that means that it actually can attach to your cell and work. Not denatured means that it just attaches to each other, and it can attach to the cell. So that is like everything I learned from Jeremy, which is amazing. The next piece is the grapeseed extract. That's here. That's your antioxidant. An antioxidant absorbs the free radicals that destroy your cells. When you take an antioxidant, and by the way, MOXXOR has about 10,000 ORACs in 2 tabs. That's like getting 13 servings of fruits and vegetables a day. It's huge. An antioxidant repairs your cells. So you have the omega-3 stopping the inflammation, and you have the antioxidants stopping free radicals from putting holes in your cells. So together is a beautiful combination, and that's why I think it's worked so well in my kids' brains. And, okay, so that's how I use the brochure, and that's how I talk the brochure. Okay, so then my next piece is the doctor testimony, and I love this. You can get this right from moxuniversity.com. You can get these printed for $25 for $5. It's a really very at cost price. And what I like about this is I use this to talk to other doctors' offices, to show the doctors that are involved in the business. Dr. Graham, Tim Healy. I also use this when I'm at family room parties, because I do parties for moms and all sorts of fun things, and I just explain kind of what the doctors are saying about this product. I use this as an influential sheet. But then what everyone loves is the other side, and the other side is all about what people say about it, because everybody wants to know what's really happening to people. So there's a little testimony on the dog. Everybody goes to the dog, and he has a really bad dry eye, and the omega-3 has helped his dry eye. I have a German Shepherd, and she has horrible arthritis, and I give her 1 MOXXOR a day in her little salami piece. I mean, it really works for animals too. So there's this. Okay, any questions on that? Okay, so then the next piece is all about compensation, and I taught compensation with both of these sheets, and I'm not sure how I'm going to do it with the mic, but we'll do the best I can. And basically, if you look at this sheet right here, you will see that to become a distributor, you need to pay a $50 enrollment, okay? And then to be active, you basically need to put 2 people on 2-bottle auto ship. So that's basically just getting 2 orders, or you just put the person's name and their information, they pay a $50 membership, and then you get 2 bottles at $50 a bottle. That makes you active, or that makes you qualified, okay? And then basically you can also retail it. So for example, I have some people who are like, you know, I really want to try the product, but I'm just not quite ready to auto ship it yet. I'm fine, just try 2 bottles. You don't have to pay the membership or the distributor fee yet, and you can just get it for $60 a bottle. And then I put that at $60 a bottle, and they get 2 bottles to try, and then I make a $10 profit on each bottle that I'm retailing out. And then I got a call last week from a lady. I love the product. I did it retail, but now I'm going to be on it, and I want to pay membership because I want to get it for $50 a bottle. And will you teach me the business? So you can do it either way, okay? So then, if you look here, this is how the points work. And I'm just going to take you down the points on the sheet tonight, okay? So there's you. Let's have an example. Brian, can I use you as an example? Let's pretend like this is Brian on the top here, okay? So Brian's you. And then you basically, he has to fill out order forms for people on 2-bottle auto ship. And each bottle is worth 40 points. So if you look down here, 1 bottle equals 40 points. Do you guys see it on your order form? 1 bottle equals 40 points. So if he's going to put someone on 2-bottle auto ship, how many points is it worth? Somebody tell me. Somebody has to tell me. How many points? 2-bottle? 80. That's right. So you see the little guy right here with 80 points? 80. Okay? Oh, yeah. Make sure we turn to the right side. Turn to the little guy with 80 points, okay? That's Jimmy. Brian did a 2-bottle auto ship for Jimmy worth 80 points.